Hey, look at that. We have game audio. Okay, so first of all, thank you for the $50 donation, anonymous donor. No comment, but we really appreciate it as we are raising money here to help combat childhood hunger. We are doing our Feed the Kids charity drive, and we are getting towards the end. I'm playing Super Adventure Island here, following up on Cypherin's Adventure Island. Man, Adventure Island seems like a really giant middle finger of a game, huh? I mean, we got one-hit KOs in this game too, but there's not nearly as much enemy foolishness jam-packed into this game as in that one. So we'll dedicate this run to Cypherin and hope it goes well. If it doesn't go well, then I apologize, and we will undedicate it. How about that? That's actually not when we start the time. There we go. This is where we start the time, more or less. So, what does this category say? It says food collection challenge. That's, I mean, maybe depending on your prerogative, it may be a little bit of a misnomer. It's I've been calling it stay fed %. So, I mean, there's some secret food that I probably don't know about, and there's some that I do know about. Oh, we're gonna hit this. And we'll basically just get as much food as we see or come across, but we might miss a little bit. The food is basically the timer in this series, as you guys saw with Adventure Island, so it's a little bit misleading. It does look like a life bar, but it's really just your timer. Yeah, because we have one-hit KOs as well, unless you're on the skateboard, which you just saw. Oh yeah, no problem, Cypher, man. That game is brutal. For a while there, I played that game at every GDQ because I had a friend. She didn't really speedrun anything, but that was like the one game she kind of like, would dabble with a little bit when she was in the practice rooms. So every GDQ she would get slightly better. So I inevitably it'd be like, oh hey, you can play this too, and then I stunk at it because it's a really unforgiving game, especially to play blind. This music, this soundtrack, done by the great Yuzo Koshiro of Streets of Rage 2 fame, of ActRaiser fame, one of the great game soundtrack artists of all time, in my estimation. Let's see. Kavik says, too bad they don't zoom in more so you can see the food better. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It's pretty zoomed out. Yeah. I mean, I can see, what's his name? Higgins and an enemy on the screen at the same time. So, hold on a second. I gotta, do this. Okay. I had to take care of something else that's not immediately on stream. Hopefully. Hopefully it was not. This new setup that I've got just makes me very uncomfortable. Not because there's anything wrong with it per se, but it's different. And, I haven't done a lot of streaming so much lately, so it's just, there's like that foreign element to it as well. But I'm using all different capture setup than I used to use, because my old capture card died. Or it feigned death, I don't know. So we very generously donated a GV USB 2, but that comes with its own relatively minor issues, but at the same time, you still have to correct for them. So in so doing, the way that I hear the game is completely different, and the game audio can potentially mess up. Oh no! Has one hit left, and I got greedy. The only problem with dying on the boss, other than, dying on the boss, is that you have to go back, because whenever you die, you lose your ability to attack, so they can't very well put you in a boss fight without a weapon. So we get sent back here, and the shame of this is we have the pokey little axe now. We're not going to have the power axe. So, Not only will it be slower, but it'll be double slower. Wait, look at that. Ah, these little dipping dots. Bunch of nonsense. One of the scariest enemies in the game right there. The little tiny enemies, I think, tend to be the scariest enemy in this game. Just their movement is nothing to mess with. Alright, let's see. Yeah, okay, so... Oh, well, there's more food over there. But see, like, I had no idea that was there. Just happened to be throwing my axes. Hey, we got that life back. The only problem with this is this fight's gonna be quite a bit shorter. We were literally one hit away. And if I had just not jumped right into his mouth, we would have been good to go. But I did. So we were not. Alright, we're just gonna play this super safe. Really? Holy cow, I think that ghost was gonna do me grave harm. Alright. Well, whatever, we made it through. That death was pretty foolish, but hopefully it will teach us a lesson that we will carry through the rest of the run. Let's see. This boss music is from CNC Music Factory. Yeah, it does sound like that, Gridlock. This song is particularly great. Fun fact, that bird screeching sound is also directly a sound effect from ActRaiser. When the bats take the villagers, the people. Oh, we already have powered up. Oh no! All right. Okay, well, those kiwis are lost to the ages now. It's funny because in the speedrun you don't want to collect any fruit or any more fruit than you absolutely find necessary, because you have this countdown at the end of the stage. And on this stage in particular that we just completed, it's actually somewhat difficult to avoid all of the fruit, but I managed to avoid some of it there. That kiwi is tough to get without missing the platform. The edge of platforms are kind of a scam in this game sometimes. So that's another one that's lost to the ages, but we're staying fed. Look, we got the full bar, so nothing to fear. Jump over this. Typically, I prefer the boomerang because, you know, I can shoot it up. I can shoot it side to side. It doesn't have a crazy arc to it like the hatchet does. But sometimes the hatchet is absolutely beneficial. There's a couple of very specific scenarios. Okay, we're gonna hope for the best here. Good. Good. We got the penguin to dive instead of flying after me. The only time penguins fly is in real life. Jesus, no, it's the opposite of that enemy. The only time penguins fly is in video games, not in real life. Ay. So what happened to the to all the dinosaur friends in this game? That's an excellent question, Itinerant Soldier. This was a pretty early release. This was a first year release for the Super Nintendo. So I assume that maybe like they just didn't have the horsepower figured out to make that happen in a way that they really wanted to. I know obviously Yoshi was the thing, so it could have been done in some form or fashion, but with these giant ass sprites, I guess maybe they figured it would take up too much of the screen. Oh, we got a $50 donation from Zero Kiro. It says, old memes are good memes. I don't even know what meme I said, or maybe it was something in chat. But thank you so much, Zero Kiro. That is fantastic. Thank you very much. $50, everybody. The generosity is significant. We appreciate any and all donations that you can afford. We know that it can be very difficult, especially this time of year, to part with money. I know that all too well. And any amount that you donate is greatly appreciated. It all goes towards this wonderful cause of helping fight childhood hunger, which we are trying to do right now by collecting all this fruit, which we will redistribute as makes sense based on needs. All right, so here's a spot where getting that axe or hatchet or whatever is pretty beneficial. the Ice Age happened. Well, okay, there's that. Okay, we're gonna drop down here. And if we do this right... There we go. Yeah, boss is a joke! And now these urchins have no hitboxes. So that's great. Let's see. Big Mike says when enemy collects all those Dragon Balls, he can wish dinosaurs into the game. I've never seen Dragon Ball Z, so I'm gonna have to take your word on that, Mike. Let's see. Rose says I'm going to eat Ant's dinner. That's just rude. I think you're creating hunger there, Ro, and I feel like that's the opposite of the message we're going for in this marathon. There we go. Secret Kiwi. It's a movie about an Australian spy. Oh wait, not Australian. The other one, New Zealand spy. I mean, whatever. They probably have Kiwis in Australia too. I'm not one to judge. There we go. See those little flies or whatever they are. They rotate around in kind of an ovular fashion, and they suck. I don't like them at all. Ay ay ay. That's a big fly. Gave me a big scare there. Ooh. Oh. Okay. How's everyone doing? Are your hearts also in your chest after that? Wait, my heart is always on my chest. In your throat is what I said, and you misheard me? I'll wait for this twerp. Oh my god. Yeah, just land right next to the little shell one there. No, what? That was a receipt. I should have died before anyway. This fly come out of nowhere. The Randy Orton fly here. That stinks. We got away with the scary one, and then we got dead. Please go away. There we go. That wouldn't be the worst thing to get, but it wouldn't really help us either. Cause no, actually, never mind. That would be a bad thing to get. So the way that the weapons work, the way that the weapons work, is that come on, I'm in point blank range. What are we talking about here? Okay, take 7. There we go. Thank you. First try. The way the weapons work is, see, now we have 2 of the crescent rolls. But if we had gotten that hatchet and then we got the second boomerang, we wouldn't have had a second boomerang. We would have had a first boomerang again, which is a real bummer in my mind. There we go. Okay, we are done this stage, mercifully. Hoo-yah! I love that freeze frame at the end when you do the big jump. Badass. Yeah, that's right, Sai. I swear, like I couldn't tell if some of those jumps you were making were close calls by the design of the jump, or if like you were just kind of bossing around, Like, I'm just gonna flex on this game a little bit. Don't worry about me. Just doing ciphering things. Because some of that stuff looked really tight. Alright. Ooh, we got all 4 of them. Oh, crap. I forgot you can't duck while you're on the skateboard there. That's my fault. Alright. Those those little dinos fly down, they look like nerd dinosaurs to me, but when they land on the ground, they start breathing fire. So they are no joke. You want to get rid of them as quickly as possible. All right. That's good stuff. Once try. Oh, it took me a while to be able to read that. I couldn't make that out on my screen in Plaidcap, but once try. Does that make it less of a lie if we say once try instead of first try? I don't know. Oh boy. Yeah, see, they kind of shoehorn you into getting the hatchet there. So you're kind of stuck with it at a spot where it's not really advantageous to have it. But fortunately, we're able to... Oh, we despawn one of the candles. These candles are no joke either. You try to jump over them, they shoot their fire like 3 Higgins high. It's pretty ridiculous. There we go. All right. Is this the dragon boss, I think? Let's see. Colin Firth try. The King's Speech featuring Colin Firth try. Firth-try. It's a family name. Yeah, I don't understand why you don't take damage from the dragon head, but who cares? You just have to avoid the lava that flows out of those holes in the wall, which is why I was standing right on top of the head as best I could. All right, 4 lives, so we've kind of made up a little bit for those couple deaths we've taken. But now the game is really fixing to get a little bit nasty, at least relative to what we've seen so far. So we gotta stay fed to keep those K-Cows coming. So that's a nice little arc on the boomerang where we can get that guy, but I think that's the last time we'll be able to do that particular technique in this stage. Unfortunately, hitting the shield guys in the shield do nothing, just like the goggles. Although these guys are wearing goggles and they seem to be hanging out all right. Oh boy, okay. What? I was holding down to do my high jump because that's how you do a high jump. See, here's normal, and here's me holding down and then jumping. Okay, so we're gonna climb down here. Yes, okay. Please get hit, good. Okay, those little balloon nerds have a nasty habit of falling in such a way that they will avoid your boomerangs as they arc. Oh, okay, we bounced off. Then got it. Whew. Look at that. We were staring down the barrel of a loaded gun right there. That was no good, but fortunately the stage ended as soon as I hit the end ball, which makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Actually, you don't even have to think about it. Okay, this is good to have the power-up attack here, because these suckers, if you don't have the power-up attack, they take 2 hits and they have pretty long iframes in between hits. So we are going to go on a little bit of a killing spree here. Oh, and we can break the blocks. Oh, get out of there! They will also jump at you. They will lunge at you. They will jump vertically at you, especially at the end of this stage. That's basically what they do, is just shoot up from out of nowhere off the bottom of the screen. So if you stop progressing up at all, you're toast. Okay, so we have the hatchet now. Oh, we respawned this fella. Get the kiwi, and then we will get that banana bunch the next time. All right. Staying fed. Man, can you imagine eating all of this fruit? Like, you would be spending some serious time catching up on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Okay, respawned them. Some enemies do despawn in this game, but not all of them. Oh boy, I got lucky there. I went right into those guys' territory. I didn't even realize, but I survived. So I consider this a great victory. Okay, cool. Okay. Kiwis. Ooh. Alright. Oh, here comes the fire. Okay, never mind. He decided that he preferred death. Okay. Okay, up we go. Nope. Oh, we're so dead. Okay, jump. No! I've never missed that before. Oh, I'm running out of time. We're not staying fed anymore. There it is. Whew. Mercy. We did get all the fruit, or at least all of the very obvious fruit and some not obvious fruit. So I feel like the spirit of the challenge was met, but it did get a little dicey there. I'm reasonably confident that there are hidden fruits in this stage as well, but I'll be doggone if I know where to find them. You really want to get the electric eels because they, as you can see, they will turn around at the edge of the screen and then they'll start shooting diagonal lightning bolts at you. Because that's how electric eels work. I don't know if you know. They shoot projectile lightning. Let me get this toward. The hatchet would be okay in this situation, but it's not particularly additionally advantageous. You can kind of take it or leave it. So we're going to leave it. Okay. Ooh, okay. If I had swam up any farther there, that would have been toast. Alright. So this is definitely a stay and fed stage right here. Okay, good. So now we have a boss fight. We fight someone from Star Wars. I guess it's General Grievous. He may be a couple arms short, but what are you going to do? Considering this came out before General Grievous existed, I think they did a pretty good job approximating him. Okay, it should only take 3 hits, as long as they don't die. Oh, I missed. I missed again. There we go. 2 hits. And 1 more for good luck. Really? Come on, buddy. I feel like the game was kind of playing a joke on me there. It kept just barely missing his head. Oh well. The deed is done, and now we go on to the final level of the game. And we're gonna hope that I remember how to kill the final boss. It's 3 wing flaps or 4 wing flaps is the cue. This is a pretty jammin' tune as well. These penguins are nasty customers in this stage. If you stop and kill them, they aren't as bad, but I mean, still, this one spawns, and then there's gonna be another one over here, and I think another one coming from the left. Oh, maybe not. Oh, there he is! Jeez. This is gonna sound maybe a little bit silly, but this is in my memory, this is one of the few times where I remember a stage being easier casually than with the speedrun strats. So I definitely think that's true for this stage. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, we already had that. Okay, the problem with getting the hatchet here is... Just go! No! Ah! Okay, everything's fine. Hey, I got a boomerang at some point. Sorry about the loudness, everyone. I was scared. This is a Yuzo soundtrack, Asian Waste. It's a good one, too. I mean, it's not Streets of Rage 2 or ActRaiser, but what the hell is, you know? I mean, you can definitely hear the Yuzo sound profile in the game. Like, once you know that, it's like, oh, yeah, it totally is. Okay, this stage is actually really easy. It just is in the dark. So, you know, just make sure you kill stuff. And don't hit the spikes when those pop up. Boop, 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 boop. I don't think those guys have projectiles, the little walking skulls, jumping skulls, whatever they are. But I don't want to find out. Okay, good. All right, final stage of the game before the boss fight. This stage can be a nasty piece of work. We do have a lot of lives, and we haven't continued yet. That's kind of the nasty thing about this game. I assume in Adventure Island there are unlimited continues. I actually don't know that. But there are limited continues in this game. There is a code to... Ooh, let's see. Is that jerk? There is a code to start back on the level that you game overed on. Or I guess it's a level select code, so you can choose whatever level. But we don't want to do that. So, yeah, it's nice we haven't had to continue yet. But it's very easy once you die, particularly in certain levels, to find yourself in a position where you're going to game over pretty quickly, just because you have such little firepower. It is really important to stay with your upgraded weapon, especially in certain parts of the game. Because not only do you get the more shots on the screen at once, but you can kill things in a lot quicker. Yep, some secret fruit right there. Come up and get these kiwis. And now we're just going to have to deal with some crisis management here. All right. Good. So now, just double checking. Good, he's dead. All right. Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay, good. Ooh. So we're not out of the woods yet. We still have a couple other enemies that might try to ruin our day, but at least dealt with that set of them. Okay. Oh, okay. That doesn't affect anything. We don't respawn the enemies, but it was kind of a bummer. We fell there. We're trying not to get the axe, just because, again, the boomerang's a little bit more wieldy. Okay. I'm pretty sure a ghost is coming up here. Oh, gosh. Okay. Whew. Oh! Oh, my God. Okay. Oh, there's a ghost. Oh, no, you don't. Alright. Nice. Alright. We made it to the final boss. And we do have quite a few lives, so I should be able to figure out the timing. Oh, does this send me back if I die, though? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, right. What? I forgot that there was the first form of that boss. Now we're definitely getting sent back, and I have no idea how to kill that boss. I mean, I'm pretty sure the point is to attack him down very quickly. What? Hello? Attacking? Let's try that again. Thank you. All right, boomerang, come back. Hit this guy. Hit this guy. Hit this guy. So we're gonna go to the left here, which I know seems like the wrong way, and it is, but we're gonna get a second boomerang. Because rolling with just one boomerang, fool's errand. If you try to come over here without getting that first boomerang, then you are in big trouble. Crap. Okay. I have a thought for how to beat that boss. But it's only a thought. So we'll see. I think what we want to do is switch to the hatchets and get right up in his grill and just attack as quickly as possible and kill him before he has a chance. We need the powered up ones, though. That's the only problem. I don't want that. Oh, there we go. That'll take me to a bonus game. It's not really useful on any level. So what do I want to do here? Yeah, get that. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay, and good. I think you regain your hatchets a little bit faster than you do your boomerangs. So that's kind of a nice thing. Okay. Oh. Fell a little bit further than I was expecting, but that's fine. Alright. Oh, we have 3 of them. Crap. So we're not going to have powered up. Oh, boy. Can I go back to the beginning of the stage? Well, I probably could, but I would run out of time, I imagine. I've done it now. Putting myself into a jam here. Yeah, we're gonna try this. And worst case scenario, we die again, so. Assuming he just goes right into shooting like he did last time, I mean, we should have a chance at least. Yes. Fantastic. Whew. All right. Good. Look at that Mode 7. As mandated by Nintendo. Must have Mode 7. I messed up my count. That's on me. Fuck. Alright. What do we need to do? I was trying to count the wing flaps, and I think it's... Oh! Didn't have the boomerang back! That's the problem with the boomerangs. You gotta wait until whichever one you throw out returns before you throw again. Okay. Okay. And... okay. Actually, you know what? Okay. I'm just gonna come back down here. I may not be able to do this, actually. Oh, good, okay. So we can get a powered up axe. Interesting. I'm pretty sure I saw you. Nope. No big jump there. Okay. There's a simplicity to using the axe, though. Just you make sure the thing's in front of you, and you'll hit it. Ah. Ooh. Thank you. You know, we'll leave that banana. We've acquired it already in the run, so we can count that as getting it. Right. Ooh, okay. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh gosh, okay. There was a death pit underneath of that. So if I hadn't landed on that platform, death. Hence the name. All right. Yeah, there we go. That's more along the lines of what we were looking for. Okay. 5 flaps, maybe? Crud, I really wish I remembered. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes! Ball game. Whew. Who knew that counting to 4 would be such a harrowing experience? Okay, good. So there we go. We got a bunch of food. We are well fed. I don't think Honey there wants to sit too close right at this exact moment, but you know, who am I to judge? Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Thank you for the donations again, Zero Kiro and Anonymous. Remember, everyone, any amount is greatly appreciated, and we are winding down here. We have a few hours left in the marathon, so you can get those donations in. Double check here real quick. Oh, I actually don't have that up, so that'll take a little bit too long. But yeah, everything you donate is going towards Random Acts efforts to help fight childhood hunger, so it's greatly appreciated. Let's see here. All right, we have River City Ransom from Yell's Rate coming up next. Completionist percent. So if you've seen Yell's run this, and I'm sure you have many times, and normally takes 7 to 15 minutes, this is going to take somewhat longer because Yell's is going to do everything, I guess. I'm excited to see just what all completionist entails. I'm sure he'll tell us about it right away. So stick around. We'll have that coming up for you right away.